Hi guys, as a first step towards learning k-means, let us talk about scatter plot in detail. So we are going to import these two libraries. One is NumPy, the other is matplotlib. Now, first of all, we will generate some random numbers. So let me push all these cells which have already been written down, and then let me push it down and then keep it the sheet clean, and then let us start discussing things one by one. So random choice, I say, and I create a list like this, and then I say give me 10 numbers. System is going to give me 10 numbers, source being this list, and this list contains 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, good. Here I say implicitly replace true. Okay, every time I select, there will be some different set of numbers, but source remains the same. The list is 1 to 5. From here, it will select. It has again selected different set of numbers. Okay, from within this scope, of course. There is another thing over here. Let us see here. This method says replace is true by default. So whether we write true or not doesn't matter, because this method has got a default value true. But what will happen when we write false? Okay, let us write false. This false is going to generate an error message, and we will discuss why. See, it says that cannot take a larger sample than population when replace is equal to false. It says that you have population, that is this list containing 1 to 5. There are 5 distinct items in your population, and you are telling me to select 10 times. I am going and selecting, and you are telling me replace false, meaning that this is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what is the instruction? Instruction is select 1 randomly from here, assuming that we have selected 2. What we are left with? 1 3 4 5. You are telling we have selected only once. We have to select 10 times. See, next time randomly we will select 4. Now this list contains 1 3 5. Again we select. Now we select 1. We are left with 3 and 5. Now you'll select maybe 5 because it is random, left with 3. Now you'll select 3, left with nothing in the list. So from where we will get sixth value? In fact, we have written 10. Even 6 will give an error message, isn't it? That is what is happening. So replace false means get one sample, 1, and next time select from the remaining ones. And when we say replace true, that means what? Now let us discuss replace true. What happens? In replace true, this is what happens. We select 1. What we are left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because again, the item, the number has been put back. When again we are selecting 2, what we are left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time we select, we are left with 5 numbers. So those numbers are intact. Hence, when we are saying true, we can write any number of number over. Even if we write 100, that is perfectly fine, because it will always have, I at one point in time selecting 1, I always have 5. So 100 times I am selecting one number. So it is okay. But when we are writing replace false, we have to be mindful what we are writing. We cannot write more than what source contains. So here there are five distinct numbers. We can select only five. Now, even if it is not distinct, assuming that it is one is repeating, that is fine. It will select five times. So what is happening? One selected, it has got four items, so one will again get selected, then only come to five. But if you are saying four, absolutely no problem. It will always be left with one more to be selected. We are selecting only four times. So that is all about replace true and replace false. Okay, I hope that is clear. Let us move on. So what we will do is we will not write these numbers. We will not have static value. We will have variable. Now what we are doing, so let me push this down. Let me push this down. Okay, we will discuss, we will keep only those things here which we are discussing about. Other things should be out of the window. So I'm saying n is equal to 1, mx is equal to 10, size is 5, and then this is now familiar command. So what we are doing, we are saying 1 to 11, that means 10, right? Max plus 1 means 11. 1 to 11, that means 10. Please give me size. 5 numbers, size is 5, from 1 to 10. Replace false means no number will get repeated because I am generating a sequence. So every number is unique here in the source. No number will get repeated. Good. So that is all about X and Y, selected X and Y. Okay, very good. Now let us bring the next stuff. Okay, what we are going to do now? We are going to generate a scatter plot for this X and Y. So simply run it. Okay, a scatter plot is this. 4 from X, 10 from Y. So see, 4 and 10. So if I draw horizontal line here and vertical line here, it will intersect at one particular point, and that point will have this dot. So likewise everywhere, see second, 8 and then 4. Where is 8? This is 8 and this is 4. Here dot. So we will have this 5 dots depending on where my X and Y are intersecting. So this is what is scatter plot in its simplest form. Okay, let us move forward. Let me bring the next stuff. Now, what we are doing here. Here, we want to print a label pertaining to X axis and Y axis. So very simple, write PLT X label, Y label, and X label, Y label, and then we are writing what sort of font we need. We need blue color and the size should be 15. Run it. Okay. So Y axis, X axis, blue color, size is 15. Great. Let us bring in more features. Good. Let me push this down again. Yeah. So what is happening here? See, this number system generates dynamically. See, 3 to 9, 2 to 10. I am not even telling anything, isn't it? Without our telling, matplotlib has generated this. We want to control that. How? We will say that in X axis, like X lim, whatever we are writing, what we are writing? 0 to max X plus 1, 0 to max Y plus 1. And we will run that. And we will discuss why we are writing what we are writing. Just here. Good. So all these dots are visible. Okay. So assuming that this is 10, correct? Why is 10? If I do not write plus 1, then what will happen? Hmm. This dot is on the edge, not visible completely. Hence, plus 1 has been written. So is the case for x, correct? So that everything is visible. So let us tinker with this also for x. See, it has gone on the edge. Hence, it has been written max x plus 1. So that is one more feature. Let us go and discuss what else can we do. Here what we are doing. Sorry. Yeah, here what we are doing, something additional. Just see, here we said what should be minimum, what should be max. So minimum is 0 and max whatever we have written. Matplot has obediently followed us. But again, Matplot has decided that from 0 to 2 I will go, 2 to 4 I will go, 4 to 6 I will go. It is jumping 2 numbers. We want to control that. We can control that by writing x ticks, y ticks. So what we are doing in x ticks and y ticks, we are telling generate 0 to max x plus 1 and step should be 1. So here see, here it is 0 then 2 jumping. Here I am saying no, don't jump, go one by one. Correct? So if I had written something like this 2, then it will start jumping. See, it is jumping. So I don't want that. So we are written 1. So same is the case here in y-axis also. So x ticks and y ticks will allow us to have that control. So we want to see this stepping, whichever step we want. Correct. We can also write 3 if we want to. So you are from 0 to 3, 3 to 6 is happening. Correct. Good. Let us move. Let us bring one more. Anything is left? Yes, the most interesting part. Here what we are doing. Let me run this. What is additional? H lines and V lines. Why? Hmm. See, what we are doing over here is to understand what a scatter plot is, we have drawn these lines, horizontal line and vertical line, which we discussed without this line. So now we will discuss with lines. So horizontal line, this is horizontal line. See, this is horizontal line 6 and x is 3. Let us see this number. What is if x is y is 6? Where is y is 6? Y is 6. Second bet, last but 1, 6. And last but 1 in x is 3. See? Okay. First one is what? 4 and 10. Go to 4. X is 4. What is y? 10. So this is a vertical line going from x, this x, I'm going like this, and y is 10. I'm drawing horizontal line. Wherever intersection is happening, there is this dot. And that is what is a scatter plot. A scatter plot will give you write dot, cross, plus, whatever you write, it will take you to the point where your x and y would be intersecting. So this is all about a scatter plot. Whenever we say scatter plot, this is what we mean. Okay, so your in x-axis, the number of data points that you are generating should be equivalent to the number of data points you are generating in y. Otherwise, there will be problem. Correct? Now, let us remove this. We can do one more thing. What is that? See here, this. Look at this guy. This guy says, if you are not happy with this canvas size, I am ready to increase the size. So see, it is at our service. It has increased the width 10 by, we can also write 5 by 10. So what happens now? Vertically it will be longer and width has reduced, right? So that also we can control. So we have learned is not only scatter plot, also various parameters that we can control while drawing scatter plot. So I hope it is clear how scatter plot works, what scatter plot is all about, and various features that come along with scatter plot as given by matplotlib. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.